everybody, this is Marjorie. Look at me today on my gold, eh? I'm like Cleo Lane. No Cleo Lane. Who am I thinking of? Cleopatra. Cleo Lane. Look more like Nathan Lane. Anyway, no, I put this on because this is one of my new Shein tops, right? It's kind of gold velvet. It's lovely, isn't it? Anyway, I put it on and it took me back to my younger days, you know, when Senga and I used to be out on the circuit, you know, out doing all the clubbing, you know, because... Oh, even as a youngster, I was out and about meeting people and, you know, oh, I loved it. I used to go into the dance floor. Senga and I used to go to, remember Clatty Pat's? Is Clatty Pat's still on the go? Anyway, we used to go into Glasgow, right, into Clatty Pat's, and you've the sawdust and the flare and you're sticking to it. And, I mean, it was Clatty, wasn't it? And I got quite a few Pats, so I suppose that's how they got the name. Anyway, right, there's this... You know what it's like, you get chatted up in the clubs and they all want to go down then. And when I was a stunner, I mean I still am a stunner, but see when I was young, oh my god, I was like Bridget Bardot, Bridget Bardot, I was like her, you know, I was a right glamour puss, and this man comes up to me one time and he says, your place or mine? I says, both. You go to your place, I'll go to my place. They're a right chancers, aren't they? They all try their luck. Anyway, there was this one night, it was quite funny, right? I was in the club and I saw one of my neighbours, old Rab, and he's stoating about, right? He keeps falling, right? And I says, oh, he has had a right belly full. So the barman says to me, Marjorie, you couldn't be a good Samaritan, could you? And would you help old Rab home? And I says, not a problem, right? So I get him under one oxter, Senga's got him under the other oxter, and we get him outside and we're walking along. Well, he's all over the place. He's stumbling. I mean, he must have fell. He must have fell a good dozen or 8 times. So he's all over the place, right? And we get home, and the wife opens the door and she says, Rab, look at the absolute state of you. Thank you very much, ladies, for, you know, for getting Rab home. I says, oh, no problem at all. I says, you know, we're glad to help. And she says, no, I appreciate it. Thanks very much for getting him home. And she's looking about and I says, what is it you're looking for, hen? And she says, well, where's his wheelchair? And I says, oh, no, I don't believe it. You know, you try to do your best and then you discover the man's in a wheelchair. No wonder he was staggering all over the place. Anyway, so... I mean, over the years, Senga and I have got ourselves embroiled in many a club. We went to the Baillieston Ballet and 10-pin bowling club. Now, that's quite a weird combination, you know, but, you know, there was never a dull moment, because you try doing a pirouette with a bowling ball in your horn and see how you manage it. So there was that, and what else did we go to? We went to the Drum Chapel Doily Society. That was lovely. Many a pal I met through that. Lovely wee doilies, because never put your coffee cup down on the table. If you get a nice wee frilly doily, it can make all the difference, you know. So I'm old fashioned that way. I do like a doily. So anyway, and then Senga and I, right. One of the funniest ones was we went to this club. It was a new club. It opened in town, right. Now where was it? It was off. Where was that place? Princess Square. No, Princess Street, that's Edinburgh. Is it Princess Square? And there was this new place opened up, so Senga and I says, right, we'll go in and try this new club. So we get there and there's this sign on the door and it says, for men only. And I says, oh no, Senga. You know, I hate these clubs that they specify who can come in and who can't come in. So anyway, we walk in and there's this big burly man on the door and he says, I'm sorry ladies, we only serve men here. I says, right, that's very good. Could I, we'll have two and a packet of the wee pork sketchings. So, they let us in. We sat in the corner. We didn't cause any trouble. It was a bit boring. It was all men. I says, what was it? So it's all men in this club, and they're all staring at us as if, you know, we were like men in drag. And I says, oh, right. So we get out of there. So we're hee-hawing and laughing on the way home. And Senga says to me, Marjorie, I need a pee, hen. Do you care if there's any toilets about here? And I says, no, I was fine. I hadn't even thought about a pee till Senga. You know what it's like. You don't think about it till somebody says they want one, and then as soon as they want one, you want one. I says I could actually do a pee. I could actually have a wee pee as well. So there was neighbour to have a pee, but we did find a cemetery. And she says, well, we just nip into this cemetery. I says, oh, I didn't want to be going into a cemetery to have a pee. But, you know, needs must. It was either that or fill my tights. So we nip into this cemetery, right? And I thought, Senga, No toilet paper, what are we going to do, hen? So she rips her knickers off, takes her knickers off. That was a bit dramatic, wasn't it? Rip it off. She takes her knickers off and she uses her knickers, right? And I thought, well, I just bent down over this grave, right? And I used one of the reefs on the headstone. I used one of them. So that was that. We got home, and then our two husbands, because this was in the old days, our two husbands met in the pub the next night, and Senga's man says to my man, here, quite worried about Senga. She came home for the club last night and she had no knickers on. And he went, oh, I'll tell my husband Alexander says, I'll tell you a better one than that. Marjorie come home, right, with a wee cardboard card stuck up the cheeks of her bum, saying, miss you and lots of love. You will be missed from all at the fire department.